Hi and welcome to this video where I'm going to tell you why you should not buy an LG G6. My name is Sebastian and this channel is called Daydream District, bringing you the latest and greatest of Daydream VR. So you probably found this video because you are considering to buy an LG G6, LG's latest flagship device. And I'm telling you, don't do so. Don't get the LG G6. I'm going to tell you why right now. If you buy the LG G6, you will be locked into this device for at least 1 or 2 years and you will have no chance whatsoever to do virtual reality with it. And virtual reality on the mobile device, mobile VR, is actually fantastic. I'm running a whole channel about it. I'm running a channel called Daydream District where I'm telling my audience about Daydream VR, which is Google's VR platform. And with the LG G6, you will have no chance whatsoever to use Daydream VR. So you might wonder, what can you do with this virtual reality? Is it for you or is it just for nerdy gamers? Well, of course, there's incredible games for virtual reality, but you can do so much more. For example, you can have Netflix or Hulu on a huge virtual screen wherever you are. It will just feel as if you're sitting in a cinema. Or there's virtual tourism with the Google Street View app. You can travel to any place in the world and it will feel just like as if you're there. Or with another app, you can watch live sports as if you're in the stadium. With the Google Arts and Culture app, you can travel to museums and watch pieces of art just like as if you're there. I made a video with the top 10 things you can do with Google Daydream, and you can check it out right here to check out what you can do with virtual reality. Now, if you get the LG G6, you won't be able to do all these things for the next 1 or 2 years as long as you have this phone. It's really mind-boggling how LG didn't make their flagship device virtual reality ready. It's unbelievable actually. So you might wonder, why can't you run virtual reality on your LG G6 when it's the latest flagship device from LG? Well, I can tell you why. Because LG didn't include the latest screen technology. They didn't use an OLED display. Instead, they're using an LCD display, and LCD displays are not made for VR because they have a bigger latency than the latest OLED displays. So that's what they're not telling you. They are using a display which is not the best. And that's why the LG G6 is not Daydream ready and not ready for high quality virtual reality. And that's what I don't understand. LG, why don't you put the latest and best display into your flagship device so that people can use it for virtual reality? If I buy the latest and greatest phone of a company, their flagship device, I expect it to have the best technology in every area. And that's definitely not the case with the LG G6. And I really don't get them. They are already behind. Last year's LG G5 was a disaster. Yeah, they tried something new with a modular approach and nobody wanted it. So this year they have to come out with something, with a phone that really rocks. So why don't they put the latest display technology in there to be able to compete with the Galaxy S8, for example? The Galaxy S8 of course has an OLED display and it will be perfectly ready to do virtual reality. So if I was to compare the LG G6 with the Galaxy S8, well, there's absolutely no comparison at all. Of course I would go for the Galaxy S8 because it has an OLED display, the latest display technology, and it's so ready for virtual reality. For sure, it will have Gear VR packed in, which is a great virtual reality platform, and probably there will also be Daydream, but we don't know that yet. However, we know the Galaxy S8 is ready for the future, is ready for virtual reality, and the LG G6 is simply not. LG is burning so much money with their mobile devices. Last year's LG G5, the modular design, was a complete disaster, a flop. Nobody wanted it, so they have to have a hit device this year, but they won't have one because they simply cannot compete to the Galaxy S8, where you can use it for virtual reality, and the LG G6, you won't be able to use it for virtual reality. So for the next 1 or 2 years, you will be stuck on an old technology. The LG G4, their flagship device from 2 years ago, was a great phone with a great camera. Actually, I owned it. I loved it because of the camera, but then there was a production failure and my device was one of those devices which had this failure built in. So it went into a boot loop after a while and I couldn't access the videos and photos anymore that I had taken with this device, which was very, very terrible for me because it had pictures of me asking my girlfriend at that time to marry me. And I wrote to LG, please do something about it. Can I send it in? And they just told me, no, bad luck. You bought it in Asia and you're in Germany. Bad luck. See what you can do. Great, LG. Thanks for this great service. So I was so unhappy with their service. I was so unhappy that I bought this LG G4. I have great memories in this phone, but I can't get it out. And LG won't help me because I'm now living in the wrong area. Wow, so their service is not good. They have a really bad service. So they lost with the LG G4, they lost with the LG G5, and you know what? They're going to lose with the LG G6 because it's not a real flagship device. And one more thing that you should know about the LG G6, it has last year's best processor. So you won't get this year's best processor, no, you will get the best processor of 2016. Now compare this with the Galaxy S8, which has this year's best and fastest chip, the Snapdragon 835. So again, why would you want to go for something that was the best last year when you just have to wait probably one more month to get the Galaxy S8 and have the fastest chip and have virtual reality built into your flagship device? It does not make sense to get the LG G6, so don't get it. And you know what? I really cannot get over the fact that they didn't build the best possible screen into their flagship device. Let me show you one device of last year. This here is the ZTE Action 7. Now this device cost around 350 euro or probably around 400 US dollars. This device, you can get it now from Amazon. And you know what? This device is Daydream ready. With this device, you can do all the things that I've just told you about, all the cool virtual reality stuff. This is a budget device of last year, of 2016. And you know what? This is perfectly Daydream ready and you can do all the cool virtual reality stuff that I've just been telling you about. And this has an OLED screen. This 350 euro device has a screen that your LG G6 does not have. So it's ridiculous. Even ZTE, who made this flagship device into their flagship device in 2016 last year, has the latest screen technology, and your new LG G6 flagship device doesn't have this technology. It's a shame. I really don't get it why LG wouldn't put the best screen technology into their phones. Now, if I had the choice between this last year's ZTE Action 7 and this year's LG G6, I would go for the Action 7 every time because it's cheaper, it has the better display, I can do virtual reality with it. It simply makes sense. It does not make sense to get the LG G6. So if you in the next 1 or 2 years would like to do virtual reality with your phone, do not get the LG G6. It doesn't make sense. Get last year's ZTE Action 7 or wait for the Galaxy S8 or get the Pixel, but do not get the LG G6. It does not make sense. I have warned you. So look into the LG G6 PR material. Of course, they're not going to mention VR anywhere because their phone is simply not capable of doing it. So this is a warning for you. This is a warning video. Do not get the LG G6 if you would like to have a phone which is future-proof for the next 1 or 2 years. And LG, if you're watching this, your service sucks. Would you get in touch with me and please help me to get those important pictures and videos of this LG G4? Thank you. So I do think you get the gist of this video. Do not buy an LG G6 if you would like to have a future-proof phone that is able to do high-quality virtual reality. So now I would really love to know about your opinion about LG not making their flagship device future-proof. Please weigh in the comment section below. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a sarcastic thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet and would like to stay up to date about anything Daydream VR, do subscribe. Keep on daydreaming and see you in the next video.